Hey everyone, it's Runner Gunner, and I actually got a comment about how to outfit a character on Dust 514, and I'm gonna try to tackle this one. I haven't seen very many YouTube videos on how you do this, so I want to go ahead and try to tell you guys what exactly I know so far. Right here, you got like your menu. And drop suit fittings is what you want to go into. Now you can see I already have a drop suit already laid out, and this is the one I mostly play with. I really only play with one, but you can create multiple drop suits. There's your options that you have to edit, duplicate, and in my case I'm going to go ahead and delete this one. I'm going to start over from scratch for you guys. And I'll be going over the different types of things that you can add to your suit, and I'll be going over just 2 suits, but you do have a total of 3. You have a medium frame, a light frame, and a heavy frame. As you can see, it's invalid fitting because you have to at least fit one weapon. And as you can see, the stats for this suit are over at the right hand corner. Well, not really right hand corner, but you know, they're right there. Now right here you got Marketplace, and right now I'm in my assets. These are all my assets. Everything in red I cannot use because I do not have the skills necessary to use them. And you have to upgrade your skills, and you have to do that at the Marketplace. Now if you go to Market, these are everything. These are the weapons that I can purchase from the Market. Do keep in mind that some of them cost oral. And I don't even know if I'm saying that right, as this does. This costs oral, and this is a laser rifle. And some cost ISK. Now, large weapon is for the L, from what I understand, and I usually put the GEC 38 assault rifle in here. So now the suit is valid. Now you could, use the suit if you want to load out just like that, which I do not suggest you doing that. Now this is your small, kind of like your sidearm, I guess you could say. And just like the other one, these are at my assets. Most of the stuff you cannot use. And then this is the Marketplace. And as you can see, some stuff, like I said, cost oral. And I just go with the Scrambler pistol here. And as you can see, it's going to cost you to buy a Scrambler pistol from the Marketplace. But keep in mind, I have 20 of them. As you can see. Go to Assets, if you already have some of them, and go ahead and get it from here. Don't be purchasing more, because, a lot of people make that mistake. Because I make that mistake a lot, so a lot of people have to make it. And these are the grenade sections, and just like with all the other sections, you got your assets, and you go to Marketplace, and then you have other things that you can purchase. And as of everything, some stuff costs oral. I usually go with the locust grenades here. And if you take a look, which I will be showing you here, soon, on what the differences is, you have a CPU usage and a PG usage. Every weapon, every piece of equipment that you add to your suit uses up, a little by little of that PG and CPU. And I'll be showing you the suit stats right now. Now this is the levels required, and these are the different variations of that suit. As you can see, I go through them now. Like, these are the different types of suits that are in that class. And these are the 2 levels that you have to have. Now here's its its attributes. 30 PG, and that's a max, and a CPU usage of 150. Keep this in mind. Every weapon on this game, or anything that you add to your suit, is going to use up PG or CPU. And that's why you can't always add a lot of stuff to your class. or to your suit, I mean. As you can see, you know, go to your gun. Like I'm about to go to it right now. Alright. Show info. The GEC 38. It's a meta level. I can't really tell. I think it says meta level 5. Now take a look at the CPU and the PG. CPU is 47 and the PG is 1, I believe. I believe I'm looking at that right. That uses up a lot of CPU. And remember, my suit only has a max CPU of 150, so that uses up more than quarter of it. Now also with the scrambler pistol, the same thing. Take a look. CPU 11, PG 2. You got to keep this stuff in mind, because if you you know, if you try to outfit your suit, your drop suit, with things that require a lot of CPU and PG, you may not be able to put everything on there. You have to keep this in mind, and every weapon, before you even purchase it, show its info. See if you even have it. And what I usually do is I take a calculator and I start subtracting and seeing what the difference is, to see if I can actually hold that item before I actually purchase it. Because some of the items I do have are oral bought, and that actually costs money. Now this right here is a you know, your special equipment that most medium frames carry. I don't know about the light frames, but the heavy frames do not have special abilities like this. This is a repair tool, and keep in mind that it uses up 22 CPU. And as you can see, my CPU is just going up. And remember, I still got 4 extra slots to fill. So you got to keep this stuff in mind. Now higher suits, they have more PG and more CPU, which I am working on trying to get a suit that's like this one, but it actually has 3 inventory slots, and it has a lot more CPU usage and a lot more PG. Now these are like your left and right, I guess you could say, and you can hold different abilities on one side and you can hold other abilities on the other. I kind of see the left side as being more about shields and precision scanners and stuff like that. As you can see, this is all my stuff in my assets. And then you go to Marketplace. These are things that you can purchase. And as you can see, there's quite a few things that you can buy. And remember, some of this will cost oral, and then some of it will not. And that's a militia precision enhancer. This is something that I really love on this game. And what it allows you to do is it allows you to kind of see like where the enemies are pointing on the minimap and where they are, so you can kind of get the drop on them from behind or from the side, so you never really have to face the enemy. And as you can see, it only uses a little bit of CPU and a little bit of PG. And these are all the different things that you can purchase at the market, and your assets are things that you already have. And what I normally put on here is the enhanced, I actually make a mistake. I've been using this enhanced heavy damage modifier. What this does is it increases the damage of all heavy weapons, which is the wrong thing you want to have on if you're using an assault rifle. I'll actually change it out in just a minute. Yeah, but I'll also show you what the CPU usage is here in just a second on this as well, and also what it does. A lot of people that have assault rifles, I mean, I'm not sure, but I've noticed that they kill me so fast, and they'll be using the GEC 38 or something like that, and I figured it out. They'd be using something like this. You got all kind of variations of this thing. You have basic, well actually it starts off with militia, basic, enhanced, and then complex. This is the enhanced heavy damage modifier. This one is for weapons like, I'm going to go ahead and say the mass drive, which I'm not too sure, the mass driver. But the assault rifles will be using the light damage modifier. Well, not machine guns, but you know, like assault rifles. And as you can see, it uses up 23 CPU, 3 PG. And right now, actually, what I'm doing is searching for the enhanced light damage modifier. As you can see, this is the militia light damage modifier. And also keep in mind that the militia items are actually use more CPU than the other Meta 1 items, which is a little bit complicated to understand. But the militia items, you don't need any skill, but they use a hell of a lot more CPU. So if you were to get to like a basic level, meta level 1, then you'll be using less CPU and less PG, so therefore your items don't cost as much on your suit. I mean, they still cost, you know, a lot of ISK, but you can end up fitting more items on your suit if you're using more basic items. And now I'm on the other side, as you can see, and I'm about to purchase, which is a mistake, because I already have 20 of them in my assets. As you can see, I'm scrolling through looking for it. There it is, I think. Yep. As you can see, invalid fitting comes up. That's because I've overextended my suit's capacity for its CPU usage. But don't worry, there's hope. Okay? If this happens and you still want to carry, you know, the items that you have, get these things that I just put on here. This is actually a purchased item for Oral, and you actually have other versions of it. See, it costs 20 Oral for this, and this is basically a CPU enhancer chip, I guess you could say. This is the one I use. It's the basic CPU chip. And as you can see, it increases the CPU of about 16%. So therefore, you know, it increases a lot to your suit's CPU usage. As you can see right there, it's 165. Now the militia one doesn't really affect it much, but what you can see with the militia one is it's only 10%, and the basic one is 16%. So you can, you know, give or take, you know, 16% is better than 10%. And that's how that works. And just keep in mind that militia items use a lot more CPU. Okay? And if you scroll over items, it'll even tell you, you know, if it's going to extend your CPU usage for your suit. And most items on here will extend the CPU before it even touches the PG. Yeah, and pretty much it's pretty complicated, but most of you guys will get the hang of this pretty quickly, especially with the information that you'll know now. Now this is a heavy suit. Now keep in mind, these suits come with a lot of armor, a lot of shields. You don't carry any special items, and you don't really get many slots with this guy. And another bad thing about the heavy suits is you can't move very fast. But you know, I'm just going to go through this suit right quick. And H is for heavy and S is for small. So it's kind of reversed for the heavy suit. And normally what I do with this class of suit is I'll be using this mostly for like mass drivers, forged guns, you know, things that you want to be able to blow up items with. So that's why I put the enhanced I think I put the enhanced heavy damage modifier on there. If I did not, I'll have to go back and change that on the actual game, because that's supposed to increase the effectiveness of your heavy weapon. But you know, I probably did put the light by mistake, like I've been doing all throughout this whole game. See, I even make mistakes on this game myself, people. I've been playing this game for a long time, you know. I consider a week playing this game, you know, every night, you know, quite a long time. And I still haven't figured it all out. So I hope, you know, what I'm telling you guys here does help you out at least somewhat. I hope it answers some questions. If you do have any questions, make sure to ask me. I got no problem commenting back. But just, you know, the key things are the CPU and stuff like that. And pretty much that's really all I can really tell you. Just make sure you keep your eye on the CPU usage, the PG usage, and the type of items that you put onto your suit. And if you guys have any more questions, just make sure to comment me on YouTube, and I'll have no problem answering them. Peace out.